Pete holds a category of property manager in the group. His business is Bellcorp Property. He's been in business for 7 years and credits his success to listening to his clients to help them achieve the best outcome for their properties. So Pete lives in Adamstown and has a pet rhino named Rhino, so I'll let Pete explain later on. Pete's hobbies and interests include aspiring YouTube star, creating content for his YouTube channel, TV Points, taking selfies, saunas with Jarrett and Andy, and chairman and treasurer of the Bellcorp Blokes and Barbecues Club. Previous jobs include chartered accountant, audit and assurance for KPMG and PricewaterhouseCoopers Accountants, treasury analyst, and risk and investments for Newcastle Permanent Building Society, and financial plan for AP. So now, Pete, I'll hand over to you. But before you begin, can you tell us about this pet rhino and something that no one knows about you, please?
I sure can. Kick off the presentation, so I can have disorder as well too. So first of all, I'm Petey the Property Sheriff, as Bill's introduced. So as Dean had mentioned, free advice, he's advised me to discuss this confidentiality clause. So what I chat about in this room today, I'd like to stay in this room. So things you might not know about me. So I come from a Macedonian Ukrainian family. I was taught to use hammer drill before I knew my name. So I've had a strong property influence growing up, namely in property construction, concrete and engineering. So one of my nicknames is the White Rhino because it's extremely rare. So this was given to me by one of my audit partners. So that's my boss. So when I worked at KPMG, it was born after a very challenging meeting. It was a little bit heated. So I'm happy to explain in more detail after the presentation if you wish this nickname. So as Bill has mentioned, I do have a pet rhinoceros. So that's actually pronounced Bojana. So that's her. She's in my courtyard at home. So it's a good pet. She doesn't eat a lot. She's pretty quiet, which is good. So prior to being my presentations, there have been some absolute rippers here to date. One of the most memorable for me involved magic card tricks. Yeah. So I can't actually do magic card tricks. So on the presentation scale, that was really spicy. Well done, Brad. So for me today, everyone should be prepared to be unwell. I can't do magic tricks. So on the presentation scale, for me, bland. So prior to real estate and property management, I've done a lot of construction work for companies, mainly for friends and family who have these companies. That was me when I was super young, like Tris. I'm not quite a millennial, I'm a Gen X. That's doing a kitchen install. That's me with a new toolbox I'm super proud of. That's me at Sydney Tools with a new framing gun I picked up. It's pretty cool. So prior to real estate and property management, so I completed a bachelor's degree in finance, majoring in accounting and economics at Newcastle Uni. So I was successful in application and interviews for a cadetship with KPMG. So that's what they called it back in the day when you essentially got an internship. So I was super proud to get that. I completed my chartered accounting studies and became a registered chartered accountant and completed my financial planning qualifications as well too. So I was an accountant for well over 10 years. It took me that long to figure out I don't belong as an accountant. That was pretty clear from day one. So I was predominantly a chartered accountant in audit and assurance, as Bill's mentioned, so for both KPMG and PricewaterhouseCoopers. Then I also took on a role as a financial planner at AMP. I've done business analyst roles in banking as well too for Newcastle Permanent and Macquarie Bank. So Bellcorp Property. So who is Bellcorp Property? I sent around a video yesterday. Take videos at homes all the time. When I had to turn the camera on me, I started shaking like a leaf. So that's really been edited and stabilised. It's pretty embarrassing. So Bellcorp's a boutique real estate agency. We're based in at the Junction in Newcastle. And we specialise in property management and property sales. So I'm the licensee in charge. I'm the director and dealer principal at Bellcorp Property. So property management. What does a strong property management agency coordinate for its clients and business? So stages in the rental property journey. So number one, does rental property fit into our clients' investment goals? So what are our investment goals, and is property suitable? So would I recommend property as the strongest investment? I'd say no. Very stable investment. People love property. So we need to consider the rates of return achieved on our rental property investment. We need to look at our time in the market for our rental property investment holdings, and are there any potential retirement investment implications? So a strong property management agency will have expert access to an expert team member. So we need a key financial planner. So lucky me. So finance, we need to obtain funds to purchase the investment property. So we need to consider the investment entity holding for the property. We also need to consider finance and the property loan, any kind of implications around interest rates, fixed term lending, variable lending, break loan fees and other offset facilities for these loans and finance. So a strong property managing agency will have access to an expert team member in finance, a lending expert. Once again, lucky me. So purchase the property. So we then need to secure the correct property for our investment needs. Could be commercial property, like see Simon. This could be residential property. This could be a unit trust in property holdings. So a strong property management agency will have access to expert team members in purchasing. So we're looking at buyer's agents to help our clients and secure a suitable property. Once again, lucky me. So terms of the purchase. So when we're to purchase one of these properties, we need to obtain expert legal advice regarding the contract of sale when making our purchase. So we need to look at covenants, special conditions, any kind of easements to ensure the property is suitable. Once again, a strong property management agency will have access to an expert team member in conveyancing. Lucky man. So pre-purchase inspection, so we need to obtain comfort that the property is suitable and in good repair for our investment property journey. So there are a myriad of factors to be reviewed prior to our purchase, including structural integrity of the home, water and plumbing systems, electrical circuit operation, fire safety, the functional operation of the property's fixtures and fittings. See, I'm lucky me. So a strong property management agency will have access to an expert team member in property management. So post-purchase, we then need a property manager. We've got a property. So once we've secured the property, we need to engage a property managing agency. So we need to complete a managing agency agreement. This is the agreement between the legal homeowner and myself. So we then maintain and maximise their property investment on their behalf. So property manager, we need a property manager to market the property for lease, secure a suitable tenant, collect and ensure the rent funds are received. We then go and inspect the property, arrange repairs and maintenance. I hate it when it rains. My phone keeps going for oh no, it's a leak. Also hate it when it gets hot, the air conditioner circuits go and Jake gets a call. So we need to ensure the property return is maximised. We need to complete the property financial reporting requirements, and we need to make sure that we meet regulatory compliance for our property. So it's very simple. I think it's pretty clear. So marketing the property. So we need to market the property for lease. We need to obtain maximum market exposure to achieve the maximum rent. By getting more and more people to our open homes, we're able to secure a stronger quality tenant, and we just get a lot more interest. It also gets our brand out there as well too. So me running around like this, I'm definitely targeted. Never gets any easier, but it is working. So I get a lot of feedback from millennials and trolls on social media. So we need to engage platforms, so realestate.com, domain, real commercial for our commercial properties, social media, network marketing. So a strong property management agency will have access to an expert team in marketing. Once again, lucky me. So keeping the property healthy, we need to maintain the record of the property in good working order. we need to ensure the property is compliant with state government legislation. So property management and property maintenance include electrical systems, fire safety, plumbing and drainage, air conditioning system maintenance, pest treatment, exterior maintenance including painting, and ongoing general and structural property repairs. So a strong property management agency will have access to expert teams in trades. Lucky me. So we need to maintain property data in our transactions. So our property data needs to be maintained and stored in line with regulation. So we've seen some pretty big breaches in the media of late. We need to comply with each of those regulations as well too. So our property data needs to be secured, needs to be meeting government data compliance regulations. So a strong property management agency will have access to expert teams in IT and IT support and office hardware so we can run our office. Once again, lucky me. So accounting for rental property investment returns. So we'll require income taxation advice on our rental property income, potential capital gains taxation advice, potential property income distribution advice, property expenditure and outgoings advice, so including repairs and maintenance and the deductibility around that. I know Gary and I have had a few phone calls, a little bit heated. I think they're all deductible, but I'm a grey accountant. I'm not black and white, so I like to maximise returns. So depreciation, expensing for the property. So a strong property management agency will have access to expert team in accounting. Is that lucky me, Gary? Landlords. So changes in life circumstances. So we'll all face changes in our life circumstances at some point. So this can include bust-ups, burials. So these life events will often impact our property holdings. So a strong property management agency will have access to an expert team in legal services.
Free legal advice.
Thanks, Dan. He has given me advice on this. Yes, maybe you shouldn't do this, so give it yours. Done. So sell the rental property. So in our property journey, we may need to sell the investment property. So the property may no longer be suitable for our investment holdings. Strong property management agency will have access to an expert team in property sales. This is the wrong slide. Property damage is not property sales. That's now, and this now will still catch up. Results are clear. That slide shouldn't be on here either. Because I'm the property manager, not sales agent. Sorry guys. Thanks, Dean. Another one on sales. That's me. Thanks, Danny. So sales, we're going to see. Good work, mate. Clear, that's nice. It's not at Bellcorp Property. So why is Bellcorp Property a strong property management agency? So it's our team. So at Bellcorp, we, myself and our team, are your local property experts with an edge in accounting. So our team, my team, is you guys. This is who I bring to my clients each and every day. As the trusted advisor, you strengthen my life. So, thank you, Tony. Do we have any questions?
What day's payday?
Where'd you get the boots from?
These boots I brought in from America. They are Justin Bentrell. They're BR7'4", if you want to write that down. They're proper cowboy boots. These have got the Cuban heel. And the stirrups are my favourite stirrups. They go across the boots. Other boots that I may have. That's a wrap.